Hello everyone, magandang araw. Kamusta po kayo? My name is Aratani. I'll be your presenter for today's seminar, and he's Mr. Isono, who is in charge of international sales.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isono. Uh, Thank you for joining today's webinar. Today, we'll introduce ISM system, Intelligent Storage Management System. Since all manufacturers manage production parts, we know how time-consuming this can be. With flexible software and many successful installation, ISM can really support your smart factory goals. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you, Isono-san. And we are very lucky to have Mr. Mok from SAG here with us today. So, Mok-san, can you introduce yourself?
Sure, Aratani-san. Thank you for your invitation. My name is Mok, working for SAG as a sales area manager. I'm here in China. Thank you for your time to join our seminar. And also thanks to JUKI and our distributor, Maxtronics. ISM is a smart storage dedicated to SMT components. We have very reliable hardware, but more importantly, we have very sophisticated software and integration, which work together with your ERP or MES or other WMS system. The software can be a master to work as a planner for the production scheduling the work order, but ISM can be also a slave just to respond the request from your ERP or MES system. Today we are going to have a short presentation introduction of ISM. In case you have any question, you can ask during the webinar. And after webinar, you can reach our distributor, Maxtronics. And I personally would be also very happy to join your discussion if you have any doubts or requests for the smart storage system. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mok-san. And then next, Mr. J from our great distributor, Maxtronics. Magandang araw, J-san. Can you hear me?
Yes. Magandang hapon. Good afternoon to everyone. First of all, thank you very much for attending this JUKI ISM seminar. This seminar, we hope, will be very useful to all of our customers handling in the Philippines. We believe that these systems will be suitable, especially for our customers who are doing the PCB assembly. And of course, to some of our customers who are using our systems currently, JUKI, for other applications, that we may also be able to help you using these systems. So again, thank you very much for attending this seminar, and we hope that this will be very useful for you. Salamat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for both of you. And we are speaking to you live from JUKI demo room in Japan, surrounded by our proud ISM lineup. So without further ado, let's get started. So before we begin, just quick housekeeping note. So this seminar is being held by Zoom format called Zoom webinar format. And so unfortunately, you won't be able to see the other participants or turn on your microphone. So feel free to bring your coffee, your cat, and your coffee pants. I am happy to have you here. If you have any question during the session, feel free to click Q&A tab and then ask a question. And if we can't get to your question in time, Maxtronics will follow up with you later. Okay, let's jump in. So this is the agenda for today's session. And first, I'm going to introduce product introduction. So what is ISM? ISM stands for Intelligent Storage Management and System. So ISM isn't just a hardware. It's also a system combined to make your factory more automatic. So today I'm here with ISM 3600 behind me and 3600 FA machine and Smart Rack Mobile, which is newest member of our lineup. And let's start with a quick, a bit of history. So don't worry, not pop quiz at the end. So as you might know, ISM is originally from Italian company called SG. In 2007, they started external sales for their product. And in 2013, JUKI started to sales of ISM in EU and US markets. And in 2014, JUKI expand that market into Asian market. And in 2016, JUKI got manufacturing license from SG Automation. So ISM 3600 is now made in Japan and Japanese quality. In 2019, JUKI invest in SG, and we are now collaborate with together for better sales, better development, etc. And we are proud to say that we've passed over 2,200 units around the world. So next, here's our lineup. It covers everything from storage to receiving to and even software integration. So let me first introduce ISM 3600. This is the main series. So we use cases like this, and you can pile up to 27 cases, which means 54 reels maximum at one shot. And then just close the door and press the button insert, and then lifter goes up automatically. And then here's the inside of the machine. There's a taking camera, and then there's taking a picture of labels on top of the material, and then store the cases into ISM. Once again, taking a picture of labels on top, and then store the cases with a robotic handler. And inside the machine, they're all free location, and all our solution is free location. So there is a space efficiency. And ISM is about 2.5 meters tall, so it uses the vertical spaces efficiently and even near the ceiling. And ISM control humidity, moisture, and you can keep record for each reel and export it as a document. So ISM is good for traceability. And then I mentioned ISM is also a system integration, and the system integration is the key point of ISM. So it can connect with a multiple external system and equipments. So next up is incredible ISM 3600 FA. FA stands for full automation, front AMR, and it's a game changer. So this amazing machine robot is an AMR robot that reaches ISM directly to transport these cases to the production area. So if you're looking to take your factory to the next level, this is the machine for you. And this machine also can be used by hand. So this is the 3600 FA machine, and there is a foot sensor under the machine. So when you put your foot near it, the doors opens automatically. Like this. And then there is a conveyor inside the machine, so you can pile up cases up to 27 cases, as well as ISM standard machine. And then when you use foot sensor again, door closes automatically. And then start the regular storage process. So let me introduce the receiving tool. It's incoming material station 2.0. So the main purpose of this machine is to create unique ID, which is essential for traceability, and then print the label automatically. So IMS plays an important role in using ISM. And the machine has a built-in camera that takes a photo of the reel. Then it reads the supplier manufacturing label and it creates a unique ID. And then prints a new label for the reel. Once again, IMS helps with product traceability. So by giving each reel a unique ID, it becomes easy to track and monitor every component. And then by linking which reels arrived when, in what quantities, and at which location, we enhance traceability. And now we are pleased to introduce the newest member of our product lineup. It's Smart Rack Mobile. So this machine stands out, easy, simple design, easy movement and flexibility and integration capabilities. So this is a Smart Rack Mobile here in our demo center. And then it has 64 storage positions for each shelves. And then this divider can be removed to change the widths depending on the size of the reel or materials. And you can also adjust the number of shelves to meet your needs and depending on the number of components you have. And I'm going to show you quickly how to insert the reels. So here's the components with unique ID. And then I'm going to change this insert mode. Now, operation is very simple. Just scan unique ID and then insert. So I'm going to scan unique ID and then find the vacant space and then insert. That's it. It's very simple. And this Smart Rack is also free location. So it is easy to handle and operate. And we expect this machine to be placed near the SMT line for better efficiency. So let's see the next slide for an image showing how it works. So let's say it's your factory. And then as you can see, there's an IMS in the registration area, some ISM in the warehouse area. And you can also use your existing shelves with our software called Dynamic External Storage. And then some Smart Rack in the production area. And then on the right side of the screen is a flowchart of the operation. First, reels are registered with IMS. Then they are inserted into ISM. or you can insert in the existing shelves. And then once the picking list or BOM file is sent to a server, ISM extracts the reels. After the BOM picking process, the reels needed for production go directly to the SMT line, and any remaining parts are stored in the smart rack at stock with this image. And if a reels runs out during production, LED on the nearby rack will light up immediately, indicating a shortage. So at that point, the required parts can be extracted from the smart rack without delay. And also you can use AMR and FA machine for better automatic factory. So second segment is customer case studies. From now, allow me to present 10 customer success stories. The first is about registration. This customer is an EMS company that experienced error from manual operations such as typo, mislabeling, and other manual steps, like because of the scanner reading one reel at a time. But this customer installed IMS to address these issues and ensure error-free acceptance, because IMS have a function such as foolproof, AVL function, etc. So let's see the operational process of IMS. So the process is very simple as well as other solution. This is the reel with the supplier label, and place the reel on the table. And then scan the reel and then press save button. The label automatically printed. And then this is the unique ID for the reel. Once again, place the reel on the table that has camera and then scan. And when you save button, the label issued automatically. See, that's very easy. So this customer enhanced their product traceability with IMS 2.0. The following case study looks at how to make parts management easier for suppliers. For example, this method can help reduce the amount of administrative work. So for example, customers spend a lot of time sorting parts or putting them back in after production. In other cases, they had to prepare items for the shelf for their own customers, which also required extra space. With ISM, customer information is managed in the system, so parts going to different destination can be managed in one place. And here's an example to illustrate the process. On the left side of the screen, before installing ISM, each customer had a separate shelf. While after the installation, once the needed information registered in IMS or your system, your factory system, each customer reel can be picked out easily. And also this information can be saved as a file. So that is how they reduce administrative work. So number 3, the third customer also works in the EMS company, and then they had a problem collecting data because their process was manual. And ISM system solved this by cutting time, 30 minutes counting time down to 0. This is because ISM can send real-time and reliable data anywhere right away. This because everything is automated, and then you can extract to any export destination. So as shown, ISM server connects with multiple external systems. So because of this, ISM can receive information from these systems and information, including equipment such as pick and placer or X-ray counter. So ISM is now integrated with Panasonic, Gensu, and Fuji, and Yamaha, and of course JUKI pick and placer. Moisture control is the fourth key element to consider. Do you manage your reels by dry cabinet and keep records manually with a small notepad? Well, welcome to 2025. ISM control moisture. And you can record automatically for each. We can record the history of the reel automatically. And as shown, this is the dehumidifier, and this can be put on top of the machine. To enhance moisture control, it is possible to connect 2 units of dehumidifier. And also, our dynamic external software can be used with your existing dry cabinet, as I mentioned earlier. And the fifth important point is that ISM never stops SMT line. You might worry about how a short part shortage can affect production. Restarting the line takes time and several steps. But don't worry, ISM never stops SMT line. Because it has function like extract from low-level alert, warning alert, which leads to operator independent. And then also ISM can save time on picking. Look at this screen. When parts are missing, it's important to check all options to find the appropriate one. The more types of parts your factory has, the longer it takes to find the correct one. So for example, you notice the part shortage and then look around the shelves and then find the right one and then set feeder. And then finally, you can restart the production. But with ISM, when a shortage alert comes from the SMT line, the right parts can be taken away right away. With a Smart Rock LED alert, it's like your shelf is waving and saving. Like, hey, I've got it right here. And then if you have empty reel, you can scan it with a PDA to quickly request extraction information to the storage system. And don't worry, the updated information is sent to your ISM server. So from now, I would like to show you how to scan with a empty reel to send a request, urgent request from the ISM system. So let's say this is the empty reel. Obviously, it's empty. And then this time I use this PDA. And the operation is very easy. Just scan unique ID and then press the extraction. So ISM analyze the which parts is located in which solution, which machine, and then extract. So I'm going to scan and then press extraction button. And then Smart Rock detect the right parts and then see the light here and then pick it out easily. See that it's very easy to operate. So that is why we expect this machine to put on near the SMT line. So we like to say ISM never stops SMT line. So next up is to make the picking process faster and easier. Right now, the process is complex and needs special knowledge. However, ISM helps by checking important information such as part location, FIFO order, and any other related details. So let's say ISM received extraction information saying 1 blue part and 2 white parts. And in ISM, the system always uses the parts already on the production floor first. So in this case, ISM analysis showed that the blue parts are already on pick and placer, and the white parts are still in storage. So only the two white reels will be taken out from ISM. And for the blue parts, ISM can create a file that shows which part are being used on which production line. So this method is useful for customers who spend a lot of time looking for parts already on the floor, and it has been highly rated and highly recommended. Number 7. We already explained that ISM system can connect with many types of system and equipments. In this next example, we will talk about how it helped reduce the time needed for inventory work. Before using this system, 4 people needed 10 days to complete inventory for this customer. Now, with the same number of people, it takes only 1 day. This improvement was possible because ISM system works together with an X-ray reel counter. Let's take a closer to look at this solution. Many customers still use manual reel counter or use X-ray counter by themselves. But this customer connected their ISM system, main system, ERP, and X-ray counter. And then they created a process where all parts coming back from production are checked by X-ray counter and then returned to ISM. So by following this process strictly, they were able to reduce inventory time a lot. So as a result, only parts that are new or have a confirmed quantity from X-ray are stored in ISM. This makes the inventory more accurate and easier to manage. And then as a result, inventory workflow reduced by 90%, not 19. So 2 more. Allow me to introduce a case where ISM system was connected with external software and robotic devices. So this case is from a non-SMT customer. They manage cutting tools, and many of these tools look very similar. But by using a robot to sort the parts, they were able to reduce picking mistakes. Also, by using a camera to count the number of parts, they were able to save time and reduce inventory work. Let's take a closer look at how the system works. So when parts are stored in ISM system, a camera inside the storage takes a photo of the parts. And this photo is sent to an external system, which uses software to count the number of items. At the same time, ISM system also knows how many parts should be there. The system compares both numbers. If they are the same, the parts are successfully inserted. But if the numbers are different, the system shows an error and the operator checks the parts and tries again. So this process improves data accuracy and allows inventory to be done automatically without manual counting. So we like to say no more counting by hand, just count your wins. Number 9, let me introduce a case from a customer we are currently talking with. This customer asks for a solution that can store many different types of items, no matter what kind of package they have. JUKI is able to meet this kind of request. Beside ISM system, we also offer a new product like Smart Rack Mobile and Dynamic External Storage system, and then managed storage. Even if the big boxes used are different, our system can manage everything in one place. And this makes it possible to handle both small and large parts in an efficient way. So it is a flexible and competitive solution, I would say. So I would like to introduce the final case study. This customer wanted to reduce assembly time and avoid human errors. We suggested a solution where the parts are pre-kitted before you being stored in ISM system. For example, if the customer needs to produce 3 units of module A, this is the full combination of a module A, and then send the request times to the ISM server saying produce 3 units of module A. And doing this manually can often lead to mistakes. With ISM system, however, 3 pre-kitted cases are automatically taken out like this, which makes the process much simpler and more efficient. So this is how we propose customer to reduce picking time and improve productivity. So thank you for listening. And this is the second segment, customer case studies. So Mok-san, can you hear me? If you would like to say additional information or some huge point of ISM, you can share. And can you share with everyone?
Yes, Alatani-san, thank you for your presentation. I would like to say something about the Smart Rack because it is a new product from our company. As you can see in the demo room, we have 10 shelves, but we can also the customer can configure the number of the shelves. So if we look at the picture, we can store the big reels on the bottom shelf and also on the top. But if you want to put more big reels, you can take the middle shelf away. So you can also put the big reels on the second shelves. This is, we can configure the number of the shelf. And as Aratani-san also mentioned, we can configure also the number of the positions on each shelf by taking away the separators. And the software will detect automatically the movement of the shelf and also the separators. So we don't need to configure manually after you take away the shelf or the separator. This is very flexible. And the shelf, the smart rack can be paired to the incoming material station. We got the question about the incoming material station. It is used for receiving the materials. So we can move this smart rack closer to the incoming material station. After we register the reel, and we can insert to the smart rack directly. we don't need to scan even the label on the smart rack, right? Because both the incoming material station and the smart rack are integrated to ISM software. So the software is able to track the position from the stable to the smart rack. This is very convenient for the receiving material and also for the storing material. Actually, we have a lot of software options, but because the time is limited, we can only explain some of them. I understand that each file to satisfy their requirements. So we still need to keep in touch after this seminar to have free talk online or offline with our distributors. And we are also free to support online anytime if you want. So the seminar might end today, but our communication will last continuously, right? So we can keep in touch. Thank you, Aratani-san.
Thank you
you
very
all
much,
for.
Mok-san. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
So, yes, as you can see, ISM is not just smart, it's practical, reliable, and maybe even a little fun. So please, please contact us anytime, and we are happy to help with your planning or considering ISM. So thank you very much for attention. But last but not least, Mr. J, do you have any comments? No.
Again, thank you very much to everyone who has attended. So I'm looking forward that the ISM can not just be made for PCB or for other items, but of course, Aratani-san, as you are aware, we have some customers from JUKI that are being used for semiconductor. Hopefully, we can expand the applications of ISM, maybe check further. I will be helping you on this to support other customers of different fields. So from Maxtronics side, thank you very much, sirs. And should you have other questions, we are very much willing to do presentation and to do evaluations and discuss further items with you. So thank you very much for your attendance. Thank you very much, Aratani-san, Isono-san.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so thank you very much. Have a great day, and please contact with Maxtronics or Juki for additional support. Thank you very much. Thank you po.